My name is Regina Green, and I'm with the Choctaw Nation Museum here in Tvshka, Homma. This is our new exhibit. It's actually the history of the Capitol building. It has a lot of good information that no one, I think, is really aware of. How that the Capitol being here in Tvshka, Homma actually brought a town, and then when the railroad came through, it moved a little farther over. But now that we're just in a very rural setting, it used to be a big town all around, so I think that's exciting. There's just so many wonderful things. The building fell into disuse right after statehood, and then it was actually not officially reopened until the 70s as a museum after a lot of effort. So there was, at one point, there was a time when the museum was going to be taken down brick by brick and moved to Durant for a museum there. So we're so lucky to have our Capitol building, and I know everybody's going to be excited to see the history of the new exhibit in the building. The museum is beautiful, and we have a lot of wonderful exhibits upstairs, but I wanted people, as soon as they came into the building, to get a sense of the history of this building, because while the artifacts are wonderful, if you look behind me, you can get a sense of space, of what this building was actually used for, and I thought that was extremely important, because the building itself has so much rich history that just being in this space is so wonderful for people, and for the out-of-town visitors especially, they weren't aware of the history. I've always been here in this building and had a love for this building. And actually, when I was a child, the building was still in disuse, and we would actually come to Labor Day here, and my auntie would set up beadwork on the grounds. And just this place is so important to me and to all the Choctaw people. Even though they weren't able to come in the building, they still would meet their family here. And I just thought that it was so important for people to realize when they walk into this space, what they're actually walking into. And I think with all this beautiful, we tried to keep the exhibit in the architectural style of the outside of the building, so it doesn't feel intrusive. When you come in here, it feels welcoming, and I think it's going to be very meaningful to a lot of people. We really did a lot of digging on this because we wanted to be historically accurate. I would say right at 9 months to get all the images and to really dig into the research, because some of the things that I've put on these panels are not available to the public. We had to interview elders. We had to double check with a lot of our historians. Actually, the building was built here on site, and they built the brick kilns, and we'd always read about that, and I actually dug up an image of those, and in the 50s they used those for barbecue pits for Labor Day. So yeah, it really took a lot of research, but when I walk in here, it's just so worth it. I think it's going to be so meaningful to people to see this. So many times people come in the building and they say, there's a good feeling about this place, but they don't know why they feel that way. And I've heard a lot of people refer to this as the mother building, because our very first council house was just over here at Niniwaya. And then when they built this place, they put their heart and soul in it. And I think it's just because the Choctaw people, even though they might not have came in the building, just being here on the grounds, and always their grandpas and now their grandchildren have been here. And it just means so much to me to be able to tell everyone that doesn't know the history of the Capitol building and of the grounds and Labor Day and everything that it means to us here. I would love to invite everyone to come here to the museum. Just because you've been here, every year we've been adding a new exhibit. Last year we added an amazing Light Horseman exhibit that's really wonderful. And there's so many new things to see. So if you haven't been here in a while, please do come to the museum. We'll be excited to have you.